The MP Concepts GT350 style rear bumper kit is a rear bumper and diffuser kit that brings the styling of the GT350 to the base, non-premium 2015 and newer GT, EcoBoost, and V6 Mustang. With this kit, you'll get the rear bumper, the diffuser panel, the reverse light brackets, and the tailpipe inserts. Now you can pick up a new diffuser if you have a premium car, but for the non-premium base models, this rear bumper kit is your only option. It's also one of the more aggressive options for changing things in the rear of a base model. And due to the fact that you're changing things around with the exhaust with this kit, keep in mind that this is made to be used with a dual tip setup. If you have single tips, you will need to trim the tailpipe inserts some, but this will not work with the factory mufflers. You need aftermarket mufflers for this rear bumper. As far as the install goes, it's very easy and straightforward. I'm going to go over the install in more detail later on, but this is going to be a 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter. If you compare this kit to the rear of the GT350, you'll see that this is very obviously molded after the GT350. This does come unpainted. It'll arrive to you not like you see it here because we had this one painted so we could install it. It's not primered either, so the body shop will need to prep and prime this before painting. So just keep that in the back of your mind when you're considering price. The good news about this is that you can paint the way you want to paint it, and I say that because if you look closely, you'll see that the diffuser part of this kit has a textured finish to it. That means you can have this painted however you'd like to. You can have the diffuser painted if you wanted to, or you could leave it like it is now. The rest of the kit has a smooth finish. These pieces have that finish so they look like they're from the factory. The factory rocker panels have this textured finish, so that's how the diffuser will blend in. The whole kit, all of the pieces here are made from a thermoplastic polymer. Now it may sound weird, but it's actually very close to the materials that are used in your factory bumper and your diffuser. People can sometimes be surprised because this is very lightweight, but it's a really durable material, and that's actually why it's used. You aren't downgrading in materials here if you compare this bumper to your factory one. Something to keep in mind here is that you'll be reusing your reverse light and your side marker lights. You need to transfer them over during the install. The kit does not come with new lighting, so just be careful not to damage them. You can expect to pay right about $700 for this kit. You're getting the rear bumper and the diffuser combo here. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot to compare it to since this is for the base models and you're limited when it comes to mods. I mentioned earlier that this is an easy install. It's going to be a 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter. You can expect to spend 2 to 3 hours getting this installed, but like I said, it isn't difficult work. You need a handful of basic hand tools to get the job done and a jack and jack stands to get the rear of the car in the air. There are 3 fender liner clips you'll need to pull so you can get access to the bumper cover bolts. Once those are out of the way, you can remove the bumper cover bolts. Remove the 2 bolts holding the bottom of the bumper and pull off the trunk trim panel. That's just held in by cargo net fasteners. So you need to fold back the trunk liner to get to the 3 nuts that are holding the taillight in place. Unclip the taillight and pull the light from the car. Then you can pull the bumper away from the car on both sides. Once the bumper is completely unclipped, there'll be a wiring harness that you'll need to unclip. After you have the factory bumper removed, you'll unplug the rear marker light and remove the wiring harness clips from the bumper cover. Then remove the rear marker lights and transfer them over to the new bumper. Unclip the license plate housing and the trunk button. Unclip the bumper brace bracket from the bumper cover and transfer the screw clips from the factory bumper over to the diffuser. Install the diffuser to the bumper cover. Install the supplied reverse light screw bosses using the double-sided tape. Align the bosses with the tabs on the diffuser. Install the reverse light. If equipped, install the backup sensors. Transfer the reflectors over from the factory bumper to the new bumper. Clip the bumper brace with the wiring harness to the new bumper. Install the mesh insert by clipping them into the diffuser. You might need to trim these depending on your muffler setup. Then you'll install the bumper in reverse order. That's going to do it for this review of the MP Concepts GT350 style rear bumper kit for the 2015 and newer GT, EcoBoost, and V6 Mustang. As always, you can check it out more online right here at AmericanMuscle.com.